I just planted a new incense cedar. Calocedrus decurrens is the Latin name, and it's native to the Pacific coast of the United States, mainly California and Oregon. And the reason I planted it here is because it is supposed to be resistant to Armillaria root rot. And you can see right next to it there's a stump from a dead emerald green arbor vitae that was killed by the Armillaria fungus. So I excavated a stump here and planted the incense cedar right in the same spot. So it really doesn't get more direct than that in terms of testing the claims that you read online. It's either going to be killed by the same fungus or be resistant to it. I really like California incense cedar though. I'm not compromising by planting this species. It's one of the best. It has really good color all year round, and I like the texture of the foliage as well. And the growth habit is usually very uniform. Oh, this one curves a little at the top, but that's not usually a problem. It will grow straight eventually. And that little curve is not enough to really matter to me. While we're on the subject of incense cedars, let's check the others. This is my largest incense cedar here, probably approaching 15 feet tall. And this year, 2024, was actually the best growth year for it. And the only real challenge it has is it's right next to this loblolly pine, which I have been trimming away so that there's plenty of sunlight on the incense cedar foliage. And as you can see on the shaded side, it actually looks pretty good. So I think in general, incense cedar is fairly shade tolerant as far as conifers go. Here's a smaller one, also put on plenty of growth this year, maybe about 2 feet vertical. And you can see with the Norway spruce in the background just how bright green the incense cedar foliage is. Here's another incense cedar, even smaller than that one, and the shade tolerance and growth speed will really be tested in this scenario because it's planted kind of behind these two Vanderwolf pyramid pines here. So it's really going to need to grow fast and reach for the sky. One thing that I did notice is that it had a little trouble on the interior with some multiple leaders here. You can see there's where I trimmed one. So I picked one that was leaning a little bit to the left there so that it would be kind of right in this gap between the two trees and have a better chance of reaching the sunlight. But as you can see, even after I diverted the tree's growth, it resumed nearly vertical growth after that. So incense cedar is good about that. And here's the smallest incense cedar. It didn't really do much vertically this year, but the foliage got a little more full and it has a really nice color heading into fall. So overall, still very positive on the incense cedar.